You are not who you believe you are. Every story, every thought, every subtle narration that appears, you take it to be yourself. It's the interface of you, a program running behind the scenes that you've identified with for so very long. And I'm not here to condemn you or blame you. We're here to dissect the interface, how to truly see the glitch in what is appearing to be you. This projection, this hologram that appears to be you, this reflection in the mirror, isn't you as you know it. You've been believing these narrations, these thoughts, these categories and these labels, these descriptions of yourself for far too long. And we're going to dissect them and dissolve them today. Not with force, but with direct experience. We're going to once again see beyond the stories of the mind, but we're going to take it deeper in how personal and real they seem, how we call them me. The name you were given, the name that you learned, and everything you've picked up on along the way, how you call it you, and you fully believe it is you. It's time to peel back the layers. In the community that I'm running, the Core Collective community, and that I've opened for free for everyone to join, this is the theme of the month, seeing beyond the stories of mind. It's so extremely powerful and so extremely potent. If you know anything about my teachings and what I share here on YouTube, you know that it takes the path of, I guess, the category of being called non-dual. And that is truth, but it's rooted in direct experience, not beliefs or concepts. And one of the areas that I dived into firstly and foremost when I was doing self-inquiry into the nature of reality and my identity was thoughts. Thoughts are extremely powerful. They are extremely potent when they are fully believed. And at the same time, they are useless and meaningless at the same time. What a paradox, right? Powerful and useless, potent and pointless. Because when they are believed, when they are fully believed to be reality, be you, you are at the mercy of the ones that are appearing, and you don't choose those. Yes, the stories, the thoughts, and the narration appears all on its own, without the choosing of you. It feels like you. It's so crazy to see the inner workings of this. Call it the subconscious mind, call it whatever you'd like to call it. There is a program running because for so very long you have identified as it. It's not about destroying this program, this interface, and it doesn't actually hold any true weight to what you are and what reality is. But to see this, you must shine the light of awareness on it. You must shine the light of awareness on the workings of it. When it appears, the spontaneity of it, the randomness of it, how it appears, what it feels like, the energy that it carries. And the more aware you become of this, you see that it was never you. It loses its power. You disarm the entire system like never before. This is exactly what happened with my personal direct experience. I was totally at the mercy of this program. I had no idea that it was even appearing. I had no idea that it even was what I took myself to be. Once again, I fully believed it was me and my life, everything. The restlessness, the uncomfortable feeling of it, the tension it created in the body. I didn't know what was going on or where to look at all whatsoever. I wasn't aware of it. It was appearing, and I took it to be Alex. One of the most important points that I want to make here is that I didn't even know that it was thoughts that I was identifying with, or this program that I called me. It carried a lot of energy with it. And the more that I followed it, the deeper I tried to remove it or fix it through the separate self, the one I called Alex, me, trying to escape it, it was like running on a hamster wheel and continuing to chase my own tail. It actually continued to get worse, get stronger, and then so did the resistance to it. But let's take a look at where this programming, these thoughts, this interface, the stories come from. Where does it truly come from? Well, it comes from everything that seems to be changing in the unchanging. Now, I want you to hear this very clearly. It comes from all of the changing in the unchanging. The unchanging is truly all there is. We take ourselves to be that which is changing. Now, you can explore this as far back as you would like. 10 years old, 20 years old, everywhere in between, 30, 40, 50. The question I pose to you is who you take yourself to be now. Are you the same person with the same beliefs, the same thoughts, the same appearances, the same body that you were 10 years ago? And you could ask that question for 5 years ago. You could even ask the question, are the thoughts that are appearing, the beliefs you hold on to, the same as they were a week ago, an hour ago? Though there may be some similarities of the beliefs, these are what you hold on to as yours. The thoughts that are appearing is what seems to change most often and frequently. Spontaneity to them, once again, random, simply appearing and disappearing. You can see this more importantly with thoughts that you don't grab onto, like, what am I going to have for dinner? Or random thoughts. I mean, let's be honest. If we were to omit the thoughts that we notice appear throughout the day, and we actually said those out loud, all of us would look pretty hilarious and foolish at times. This points to the randomness of the thoughts that are appearing, not by our choosing. We do not choose these thoughts, but we have let them build our identity. We have let them become us, the patterns of them, the interface and the workings of them. What I was pointing to here, as you can look back at different ages and see everything that has changed, thoughts, beliefs, appearances, the body, whether it's gotten bigger or smaller or bigger, young, it's obviously most likely gotten older, different appearances, wrinkles, so forth. All of this is changing, but it changes within as the unchanging. So even everything that has changed from 5 years old until where you believe you stand now, the feeling of you, the truest, most intimate feeling of you that you give a name, but truly doesn't have a name, has not changed. There's something here that remains while everything else seems to come and go. This is what we can't ignore, because this is what diffuses, disarms, and dissolves the interface. You must see that which does not change, that which never moves in the truest direct sense, but that which does move within it and appears as it. These thoughts seem to hold the nature of a wave or a cloud, a wave moving in the water, appearing as a wave, dissolving back into the ocean. But they were never separate from the water or the ocean in the first place. The clouds passing in the sky, that the sky is fundamental and unchanging, and the clouds appear within this, simply appear within the sky and dissolve back to it. The sky remaining as the sky, the ocean remaining as the ocean. This is consciousness, awareness remaining as the unchanging you, what feels like a vantage point. It feels like, and the mind will tell you, that Your aliveness, your beingness is inside of the body. But even the body is being observed as the changing. That which never changes is rooted in existence as existence now. This is where the interface appears, because even that which appears as the changing gets grabbed onto as you, and it creates the separation as the separate self, believing these thoughts, owning these thoughts, and being at the mercy of them. Now, it's very intricate and very detailed here to see that most people don't even see or couldn't even understand the inner workings of this interface yet, because it is so deeply rooted as them. This isn't something to bring shame upon or condemn. Continuously noticing the thought that appears, so very subtle, where does it appear? Who is actually noticing it? The biggest question I pose to you all when a thought appears, when a reactivity appears, when energy in the body appears with a label and a category and a description about it, is who is the thinker of this thought? Can you find them? One of the most important inquiry questions to be asked. I've asked many times. I've used this many times to see if I could find the Alex thinking that he was anxious, the Alex saying that this was anxiety. What this truly does at its core is instantly dissolves the power and the charge of the one owning the thought. It truly disarms everything. Now, the mind can even get involved in this. It's very, very subtle. It's been running the show for your whole life. Of course, it doesn't want to take a back seat. But the truth of the mind is it never was the driver in the first place. You only let it believe it was. So to see that it isn't the driver has nothing to do with ripping it out of that seat. It has to do to, you have to see who was the driver in the first place. But even deeper than that, who was everything in the first place? Who was the driver? Who was the car? Who was the road? That is your true nature. That is the unchanging amongst the changing. These thoughts and these stories have started at a young age. Family upbringing, religion, society, culture, all of it plays a part into what you call you. All of this interpretation is forced upon reality in the background, identified with, and now you as the separate self are created. This is extremely powerful to see this, because it sets you free from all of the shit that you've been carrying for so long as yourself. True awakening has nothing to do with gaining anything. It has to do with letting go of what you have carried that was never you. And it's freeing as hell. There is so much liberation in seeing that this heavy ass backpack that was strapped to you for so long can be left right there on the ground, and you still are. This interface, these thoughts, though they seem to create you, they are not necessary for you to be the essence of God in existence itself, all that is. I think I'm going to stop here, guys, as we've investigated quite deeply. We've investigated where these stories have come from, how we've attached to them, how they're so very subtle, how they're not yours, how you can see the unchanging amongst the changing, how you can see the movement in what never moves, and how you can let go by disarming the system and trying to find the thinker of the thoughts, the one truly owning them. This is the power that is invested in you as awareness itself, the ground of existence of now and being here, only as it, as reality. So guys, I encourage you to join the core collective and keep this investigation going and deepening like never before. Beyond just the simple video, to actually apply this directly to your life. Because whatever avenue of life you're in, wherever you stand, this power is in you as you and is extremely, extremely useful. This isn't something to learn as knowledge to go to school for. This is true wisdom in knowing yourself to the core, beyond the name, the body, and the mind. Many will never look here, but you, watching this video, have the ability to deepen this clarity within yourself now, beyond just lip service. And it changed my life. And it's transforming and already has transformed those in the core collective. As I have helped them with the teachings that I share, but every other member's perspective has as well, too. No matter where you stand, the core collective is a place for you to return to and deepen this inquiry, this clarity in you like never before, and truly transform your relationship with life because you see that you are it. That community, our community, is free, and it will be down below for you to join if you are interested. Thank you all and take care. And look for the next few videos coming of seeing beyond the stories of mind as we will go deeper. I love you all and take care.